My best friend screamed at me to never open the basement door, but when I heard his voice coming from behind it, I had no choice.
Dude, what the hell are you doing? I told you, do not open that door.
The lock was rusted, the wood splintered, and behind it, something was breathing.
Help me.
That voice. It was his voice. But that was impossible. He died 3 years ago.
That's not him. It can't be.
Then who is it?
The doorknob turned on its own.
You left me down here.
The air turned icy. The lights flickered. And then,
Oh my God.
the door creaked open.
Been waiting for you.
Inside the darkness, 2 pale hands reached out.
Run.
But it was too late. The door slammed shut behind us,
We're trapped.
and the whispering started.
You shouldn't have come back.
The voice wasn't just coming from the basement anymore. It was inside our heads.
Make it stop.
The walls started bleeding.
What is happening?
The floorboards cracked open, and from below,
You're next.
a hand grabbed my ankle. I kicked free, but the door was gone. There was no way out.
There has to be another exit.
That's when we heard it. The sound of something dragging itself up the stairs.
Too late, too late.
The lights went out.
Stay close.
In the pitch black, something wet dripped onto my shoulder.
It's on the ceiling.
And then
Found you.
the screaming started,
Shut up, shut up.
but it wasn't us screaming anymore. It was him.
You did this to me.
We didn't do anything.
The ceiling creaked. Something heavy was moving above us.
We have to get out now.
The floor trembled. The walls groaned. And then
Through the window.
it was our only chance. But the glass was black. Not just dark, solid black.
You can't leave?
A hand slammed against the window from the outside.
What the hell's that?
Fingers curled around the frame. A face pressed against the glass.
That's you.
Was my own face grinning back at me, but the eyes were wrong. Too wide, too hungry.
Let me in.
And the glass cracked.
No.
I grabbed the nearest thing, a chair, and swung.
It's not working.
The window shattered, but instead of freedom, something pulled at us.
Almond. You're mine now.
The air turned thick, like drowning in tar.
For the
But the darkness had fingers, and they were closing around our throats.
I can't.
Then, a voice. Not his, not ours. Something older. The house screamed.
What the hell was that?
The darkness recoiled like a living thing. The hands around our throats loosened just enough. We burst through the broken window, glass slicing our skin. But we didn't care. We were out.
You can't escape me.
His voice followed us into the yard. The grass beneath our feet squirmed like maggots.
The car! Get to the car!
But the driveway wasn't there anymore. Just more house, more doors, more windows with faces pressed against them.
We're still inside.
The front door swung open. A shadow stood there, tall enough its head scraped the ceiling.
He never left.
The shadow stepped forward. The floorboards cracked under its weight.
There's nowhere to run.
Then the walls began to bleed in reverse. The blood crawled upward, forming words.
You did this.
The shadow reached for us. The house held its breath. The house folded in on itself. Walls became floors. Doors opened into nothing. The shadow hesitated.
It's losing us.
A single light appeared, a flickering bulb at the end of a hallway that hadn't existed seconds before. His scream faded as we ran. The light grew brighter, warmer. The smell of fresh air cut through the rot.
That's the real front door.
We crashed through it just as the house gave one final shuddering wail. Morning sunlight hit our faces. Behind us, just an empty lot where the house had stood.
It's gone.
But in my pocket, something cold. A rusted key, and carved into it, 2 words.
Next time.
The wind carried the faintest whisper as we walked away.
You'll be back.
And deep down, I knew he was right. My neighbor's dog hasn't stopped barking for 3 days, but here's the thing. My neighbor doesn't own a dog.
You hear that too, right? That barking?
It's coming from inside his house. But he's been on vacation for a week.
The sound wasn't just barking, it was wrong. Like something trying to remember how a dog should sound.
We should call the cops.
And tell them what? That a dog that doesn't exist won't shut up?
Then the barking stopped, and something started scratching at the front door.
Oh, God. It's not scratching from the outside.
Inside. And it's trying to get out.
The door handle rattled. The wood groaned. And then silence.
Maybe it's gone.
That's when the whispering started. From every window.
It's not just one voice. It's dozens. All saying the same thing.
What are they saying?
Let us in.
That we were already inside, and so was whatever was pretending to be a dog.
We need to leave, now.
The front door swung open by itself. The street outside was empty. Too empty. No cars, no people. Just a single figure, standing under a flickering streetlight.
That's not our neighbor.
Then who the hell is it?
The figure turned its head. Too far, too fast, and then it started running toward us.
Listen, close the door.
But the door wouldn't move, like something was holding it open from the other side.
It's almost here.
The figure's mouth split open, wider than any humans should. And the last thing I heard before the screaming started was the sound of barking.
It's back.
No, it never left.
And now it's inside with us.
Where is it?
Glow? I don't know. I can't hear it anymore.
Then a cold breath hit the back of my neck.
It's behind me, isn't it?
Don't move.
The whispering started again, this time right in my ear.
What do you want?
No answer. Just the sound of something wet hitting the floor. Drip, drip, drip. The drums assevitated. The multitudes.
We have to get to the car.
And go where? The whole street's empty.
The streetlight flickered back on. The figure was gone. But the front door, it was covered in handprints. Small ones, like a child's.
There were no kids here.
Then whose hands were those?
The whispering turned into laughter, high-pitched, giggling, coming from upstairs.
We're not alone in this house.
We never were.
The floorboards creaked. Something was crawling toward us. Fast. Too fast. Ah.
Run.
We bolted for the kitchen. The back door was our only way out. But when I grabbed the handle,
It's locked.
They didn't lock it.
the giggling got louder, closer, and then a tiny voice whispered from right behind us.
Doug, you're it.
The lights went out again.
Are the walls there still bleeding?
No, not blood. Something thicker. Black.
The liquid oozed down in slow, glistening strands. It smelled like rotting meat and wet soil.
The back door. It's open now.
That's not the yard outside.
Where our backyard should have been, there was only a long, dark hallway, the same wallpaper as the house, the same flickering lights.
We're still inside.
Or we never left.
From deep in the hallway, a shadow moved, then another, and another. Dozens of them, all swaying slightly like puppets on strings.
They're getting closer.
We have to move.
We ran. The hallway stretched on forever, doors slamming shut behind us as we passed.
Why won't this end?
Because it wants us to keep running.
Then I saw it. A door at the very end, slightly open, light pouring out.
At the way out?
We burst through and froze.
This is our living room.
We're back where we started.
The TV was on, static, and in the center of the screen, 2 words blinked in and out.
Game over.
The note, it says round 2.
Behind us, the whispering started again.
There's no way out.
There never was.
The TV screen flickered one last time. The static cleared. For a split second, we saw ourselves trapped inside the screen, screaming. Then darkness.